Hey, we are live in my kitchen. It's Nori here, and we're about to have a great time. All right, so for those who are just now checking in, let me run down what we have. I have some organic baby spinach. I have tomato, red onion, some Greek vinaigrette, Campbell cream of mushroom. I have cheese, aka great value cheese. I have eggs. I have broccoli. I have my 2 chicken thighs, and I have brown rice. Okay. All right. So I did a little meal prep today as we prepared for today's meal. So I actually already prepared the brown rice, and I already prepared the chicken just because that takes a little while to cook for a while. So what I'm going to make is a chicken broccoli casserole. I've decided to put in some extra greens. I'm going to add some spinach, some baby spinach, organic baby spinach, yay. And I'm going to start from the beginning. And I have this, and I told you last video, I have this thing that I do with onions and tomatoes and vinaigrette. So I'm going to take that over to my table. So we're talking about, I always have a discussion and we kind of talk about life and that whole deal. I dropped my tomato, guys. I gotta wash my tomato off. And we talk about life. And so a couple of things that I'm going to show you. Oh, today, baby, I have no makeup on. So this is Nori Au Naturel. I have my hair pulled back. Shout out to Kiosh Petite for doing my hair. But I have my hair pulled back just because when I cook, you know how your mama is in the kitchen. She don't want no hair in the kitchen. Got to be out of the way. So I put my hair back. Anyway, so I'm about to get ready to prepare this meal. It's pretty healthy. And I told you, I really take to heart cooking healthy. And I just enjoy cooking. And so it's become like my little thing. And while I cook, I always think about life. And so I'm going to show you this. So on my refrigerator, I have sticky notes. Shout out to Reggie and Monica. Look, I got all your stuff on my refrigerator. I know, right? I have some artwork from Sanaya. I have some work pictures. But anyway, so I have goals on my refrigerator. I started working on this August 2014. And, just different things that are important to me. So, interesting enough, when I first started this whole process of where I wanted to go in my life and kind of hey Reggie Jackson, look at Mr. Jackson, shout out to Mr. and Mrs. I saw you sign in, sir, but I had to let you know I got all y'all stuff in my refrigerator. I'm so proud. I love but anyway, I've just really grown as a person. And so throughout this journey of growing and cooking and all the things that I do, I write a lot of stuff down. I have my Jamaican music on in my living room. I love Bob Marley. I don't even think people know. But I'm going to turn this down a little bit because Bob is really loud in my life right now. So we're going to turn Bob down. Nori. So yesterday, I'm going to get back on track. But yesterday was the 35th death date of Bob Marley. I love Bob Marley. And I have a Bob Marley room. My guest bedroom is Bob Marley. So when I say I love Bob Marley, it's not an understatement that I love Bob Marley. But anyway, so in honor of Bob Marley, I have my Bob Marley Pandora station playing in the back. So if at any point you hear some good old Bob Marley music in the background or anything reggae or, anything like that, then that's my Pandora rocking out with Bob Marley in the background. But so, I have these sticky notes on my refrigerator. For those that are just tuning in, this is my refrigerator. I have my sticky notes and I have all my stuff on there. For those that are just now tuning in, I'm about to cook a good old, it's not a pasta, I'm sorry. It's a casserole. So it's a baked chicken and broccoli casserole. And my phone is charged this time, so we're good on all of that. And I'm so proud of having my phone charged. Hold on, I set it down too soon. So I'm gonna put some of this stuff back up because we're not ready for it. But I'm like so proud of having my phone charged, because last time I was struggling with my phone. Anyway, so you know, I have all these sticky notes around my house, and it's cool. You know, I like it. It works for me. But I think one of the biggest issues that I really have is really knocking down the goals. And some of the goals that are on my sticky notes, I have accomplished. I'm very proud of that. But some of the goals on my sticky notes I haven't accomplished. And so what I would like for those that are checking in to do, let's build, let's goal share, let's talk about some things that we want to see, you know, happen for ourselves. For me, it's starting my website. I actually started working on my website myself. It's been like the forever long process. So then I decided that I was going to enlist the help of Jay. He's from Chattanooga, and he does a phenomenal job on websites. And so he's helping me on my website, which I really needed that help, right? And then just some personal things I want to do with, like, and I talked about this a little bit last time with mentoring and, you know, just some personal things I want to work on. So all of that is still in the works. But this is pretty much, you know, for those people that are in their life and they're trying to figure out where you want to be. Because I know for me, you know, sometimes I get kind of stuck, you know. Once again, trying to figure out where to put the phone. But I get stuck like a lot of people get stuck, and sometimes you need that push. You need somebody to help you out. You know what I'm saying? So this is to push those who are kind of stuck and need some help. And I'm going to share a few stories and a few people who have been awesome motivators in my life. And hopefully, you know, me sharing my stories while I cook help other people. So as I cook, I'm actually about to steam some broccoli. And I steam my broccoli a little bit different. I buy frozen broccoli from Walmart all the time. Sometimes I buy fresh broccoli, sometimes I don't. But this is actually Green Giant. It's a little steamer. And I can actually put this in the microwave, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to put it in the microwave. Alright, so I'm putting that in the microwave. Organic baby spinach, which is really good. And I'm going to, actually I'm going to saute this spinach on the stove. So my water is boiling right now. Oh, it's at a boil. And it doesn't take a whole lot. Let me see. My little water. Yay! So I'm about to throw this spinach. What I really like about this is I'm about to throw this spinach in. And this is just, you know, an extra green to have. Like I said, I'm really into trying to eat better and eat organic. And shout out to Michael Arnold. He posts a lot of motivating nutritional tips online. And I really, you know, take to heart what he says. I go to the gym and I work out, which is cool. But for me, it's really about, you know, that balance and eating healthy and, you know, making sure I'm eating right. So that's like really important to me. So I do that. Even if I don't make it to the gym, you best believe I'm eating healthy, which is really good. So I'm going to saute the spinach. It's looking good. Boom, spinach is in there. Got a little water in there so it kind of steam up a little bit. I'm going to put a little bit, and I'm a flavor kind of person, so I got to have flavor. So I'm going to put a little bit of, if I can find it, some pepper and some, oh, maybe in the other cabinet, some pepper and some, a little garlic salt. So anyway, back to what I was talking about when I'm thinking about life. Like, I have so many things that, like, I want to accomplish, and sometimes in life I feel like I'm working on accomplishing those things, but I'm just not there. And have you ever, like, gotten frustrated when you know you're working on something and it's gonna be amazing, but you're not there? I hate that. I've been able to accomplish a lot of great things in, you know, I would say a short period of time. So I like this little crackle pepper stuff. It's really good. It's regular pepper, but it's not like not like the salt shaker pepper kind of thing. But it's really good. So I always put this in there just to give it a little flavor, but not too bad. But yeah, like sometimes I feel stuck, like when I'm trying to figure everything out, and I feel like maybe other people feel stuck too. But so the cool thing is I started writing things down and really working on my plan to execute. So I have these sticky notes all across my house. I'm cutting up the tomato right now. I have these you see me cut the tomato? I literally have sticky notes in my bedroom. I have sticky notes everywhere. And the first time, it's funny because a lot of people when they see, like, or I post a picture and they see my my sticky notes, they're like, oh, Beer Mary Jane. And I'm like, no, that, in all honesty, the first time, hey Tamala, I'm trying to be like you when I grow up. Aquarius Queen, hey, I am whipping up a very healthy, in my opinion, it's a chicken spinach casserole. So I like fresh tomatoes and to have all of that in there, and a little red onion. So that's what I'm cutting up right now. But so, I've accomplished a lot, but sometimes I feel like I'm so not there. And you see all these memes online when people are like, appreciate where you are right now, and don't worry about, focus on the present, don't worry, get so caught up in the future that you don't enjoy the present. Like, I literally have to tell myself that I have to have those moments that I actually like refocus and do that, because in all the success and all the accomplishments, I still kind of feel like I'm nowhere near where I want to be. And I think it's because, honestly, there are people that are ambitious in this world, and there are people that they're just content with where they are. Hey Sarah, hey Crown Life Hans, I'm cooking. Hey Mom, my mom is on the live feed. But once again, for those that are just now checking in, I am cooking a baked chicken, spinach, and broccoli casserole. And I'm going to have some tomato and red onion cut up in there. It's also going to have some brown rice. So right now I'm just cutting up my veggies that are going to be in. I'm sauteing some spinach right now. That's going to also be a part of this very good meal. And I just kind of sit and reminisce and think out loud with you guys to kind of hash out my thoughts and what I'm thinking. So back to what I was saying, I actually got the idea and concept. It wasn't from TV to put sticky notes up. I visited my homegirl, Tasha Shepherd. She was in Chicago, and I visited her. And this is the baked chicken. And I don't want the skin in my meal, so I just peel the skin off. But I'm just gonna tear it apart with my hands. But long story short, this whole process has been, pretty interesting to say the least. Of like my journey of where I want to go and and where I'm at. I'm in a great place. I'm thankful. But I have, like, your vision boards and all of that kind of stuff. I have my vision board. I have my vision of where I want to go, where I want to be. And I'm definitely not there yet. So what I did was I boiled this chicken for a little bit. But it's also going to cook for another 20 minutes while it is in the oven. So I'm just chopping up this chicken right now. My brown rice is already prepared. brown rice in the bowl. So I'm going to chop this chicken up and throw it in the bowl. So that's what I'm cooking and working on right now. Thank you. Aquarius Queen said it sound good what I'm cooking. Yeah, it is really good. It's gonna be good. I hope so. One of my homegirls is gonna come over. She's gonna do a taste test, so we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully she likes it. But so, you know, I'm at this place in my life where I'm really figuring out what's next for Nori. And I think the most amazing part is I absolutely know what I want. And yes, hey Jamal, Mr. Hudson, this food is going to be really good. Thank you very much. And you know, I think one of the biggest things is trying to figure out that happy place and enjoy the present while also looking forward to the future. And so that's probably the biggest crossroads, you know what I'm saying, that I run into when trying to figure out where I am professionally. I don't have a, you know, I'm not in a relationship or anything. So a lot of my time, and I've talked to my mom about this, a lot of my time is spent really focusing on work and focusing on my career. And it's so funny because you see articles and, you know, people are like, oh, she's too focused on her career. I have, you know, accomplished a lot, and I'm just taking life as it comes for the most part. Like, I'm really learning to live in the moment. Of all the things I want to do, of working on my website, working on my mentor program for the kids, and all the things that I'm, you know, intertwined with, ultimately it just comes down to priorities. And right now, my priority is focused, you know, on my career, and then later on it'll be other priorities that, you know, that come into place. And I am really enjoying the journey and enjoying the ride, but I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I look at my sticky notes and I'm like, damn, am I where I want to be? Am I close to pulling this off? But then, you know, I experience a career high or this awesome milestone, and then I'm like, yeah, like I'm back on track, which is exciting. So what I've done is I've finished cutting up the chicken right now. Shout out to my cousin Mun. Shout out to Tarad for checking in. My cousin said, go get what you want, cousin. You beautiful and talented. You deserve it. I love my family. You know how some people feel like they have the best family? I really have an amazing support system. And no matter what, like throughout this whole journey of, you know, life and career and doing whatever it is that I'm doing, whether it's radio or television or film or just communications, working with the mayor's office, working for the city of Chattanooga, it's like I still be in awe of like what I've accomplished. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I'm like, damn, I did that. That's God did that. Like he allowed that to happen. Like that's me. And I'm like so thankful. But I have these sticky notes all over my house, and as I knock them down, it's funny because literally, you know, as I accomplish the different things that I've set out to accomplish, I literally take the sticky notes down, like take it completely, you know, off my refrigerator. I also have sticky notes in my bedroom. Now on the TV show Being Mary Jane, they have her having sticky notes, you know, like on her bedpost and all that kind of stuff, or in the bathroom. Child, let me tell you something. I take hot showers. My showers are so hot, so ain't nobody got time to have sticky notes in the bathroom. They be all in the way. But I do have them in my bedroom. I do have, you know, words of affirmation that I say that are on my mirror. When I get up in the morning, I look at the mirror and I look at myself and I tell myself that, you know, this day is determined by the decisions that I make. This day is the day that the Lord has made. I'll rejoice and be glad in it. Like I say all of those things to myself. And I think sometimes we look for other people to encourage us, or we look for encouragement for other people. I'm not interested in encouragement from other people or validation from anyone. But it took me a while to get to this point. Shout out to William Elston for checking in, for being here. I saw Scotty Smith check in. What up? But it took me a while. For those that are wondering, I'm cutting up some red tomatoes right now. It took me a while to get to that point where I am not looking for outside validation. And I validate, God has blessed me to validate myself every morning. Like I'm on this live chat right now, no makeup on, in my kitchen, cutting up this food. This is life. This is a piece of my life. And I think, with social media, people get to paint a false image of what people see of them all the time. And that's cool if you cool with that. If you cool with it, I'm cool with it. But if you out here living a fake life and your social media don't match up to your real life, like, what are you doing that for? So you have to wake up in the morning and appreciate who you are. And it really comes down to self-love. I know a lot of people, when they're trying to figure out what they want to do, or what's next in their life, as a lot of us are, especially when you've accomplished. Shout out to the people that accomplish a lot at a young age. When you accomplish a lot at a young age, I think the need grows to do more, to accomplish more. That's just my personal, that's my personal assessment, because like you are really, 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 ambitious. You started young. I was fortunate enough to start really young with my ambitions. And so I am a what's next kind of person. Like all the time I'm at a place of what's next. But I'm a learner too, right? So in the process of what's next and trying to figure everything out, I am a huge just learner of life. So when I go through different experiences, like I take that in stride. I don't take it for granted. So I'm about to check on the spinach, which has sauteed, and it looked like it is pretty much done, which I like. And it's really about getting it down to like a wilt. You kind of wilt the spinach down. But shout out to Victoria that just joined in. But I mean, ultimately, and so I'm gonna take this spinach and I'm about to put this into my little, oh yeah, let me show y'all this spinach. So the spinach has pretty much kind of steamed down or wilted down, or whatever you want to call it. And I put a little garlic and a little pepper in this spinach, and I'm about to add this to my bowl of ingredients. So far, red onions, chicken is chopped up, brown rice is chopped up. I am going to put a few tomatoes in here as well. So I like, I like fresh ingredients or whatever. A little tomato in there. And I'll mix it up here shortly. I'm about to bring this, I'm actually about to bring the spinach over. And the broccoli is ready as well. Let's step away for a second. So I have this broccoli, and this is a steamer, really simple, but it's really healthy. So this broccoli steamer is ready, and once again, I'm just kind of mixing everything in. And I have my spinach that I need to mix in, and this spinach is hot. It's really hot. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm about to do this. All right. Woo, look at that. So I'm putting this spinach into my little casserole mix, which I'm excited about this. I'm going to show you guys kind of what it looks like. And once again, I have this thing. I cook like I'm cooking for a lot of people, but it's just me. Let's see. YZ400. Yeah, I try to throw down a little bit. I get it from my mama. Okay. So I am so the chicken is in here. Actually I need to cut this. Let's see here. Can I sit this up here? Kinda, sorta. I know I had a whole issue with trying to set this up last time. Let's see if this gonna work. If I find something to sit this on, then we are good to go. Anyway, back to my life discussion. I started talking about food and got distracted. But long story short, I think it really, trying to find something to prop this on. I think it really comes down to those who are ambitious, and then those, I'm not saying you're not ambitious, you're just not as a go-getter as others. And I think that's like fair to say. So right now I'm putting in my cream of mushroom soup. For those, this is what my medley looks like. Very colorful. You see these colors? Colors are healthy. So it's tomato, it's red onion, it's spinach, it is broccoli, it's baked chicken, and it's brown rice buried underneath it. For those that are just tuning in. So, you know, long story short, you got to go for it. And most people who accomplish their dreams and accomplish what they've set out to accomplish, they absolutely write it down. And I have journals for days. If I wasn't cooking, I would pull out my journals and kind of show you. But I'm really big on writing down that vision and what I want to do and what I want to accomplish. And like, I don't think, if you look at like all of the greats, I don't think anyone is ever necessarily content with what they've done. You know what I'm saying? It's like they always, like all the great people, they continue to strive and like build and build and build and build and build. It never gets old. I think about Bill Gates and Steve Jobs and all of these wonderful people that a lot of other people model after. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, they had a vision and they really, really, really went for it. And I can't do nothing but admire and respect those that really go for that vision. I mean, I absolutely love it. So when you see the Oprahs and the Gails and the Ava DuVernays and the Nate Parkers and all of these wonderful people, you best believe they sacrificed a lot. Like, I stay up a lot of nights working on my plan, working on work, like just work from work. I'm not clocked in when I'm at my home and I'm working on these different projects, but I got a plan. And a part of that plan is to master the positions that I am in, the positions that I have, like master them to the absolute fullest, and then to move on to other great opportunities and hopefully pave the way for those that are coming behind me. So I take an egg, and I take this egg and I mix it up into, and for those, I'm just showing you what I have. It's very colorful. This is broccoli, spinach, tomato, red onions, baked chicken, as well as some brown rice mixed in. I'm about to put this egg in there, and the egg helps to just kind of pull everything together. It has some here we go. It has some cream of mushroom that's in here. I'm going to put a little cheese in here, and then I'm about to put it together. And of course, as I did before, I will post the photo of the finished product. But shout out to Joshua for checking in. But back to what I was saying, it really is important to have that vision and then to execute. It's one thing to have a vision, but it's a whole, it's a whole other ball game to execute and to complete that vision. And so I just want to be a motivator. You know what I'm saying? Like really, really motivate people to be great, to be amazing. Gonna mix some cheese, good old Great Value cheese. I'm a cheese person. I don't care if cheese is healthy or not healthy, but I love cheese, and so I'm always mixing some cheese in here. We're about to come, ooh, that's a lot of cheese. That's too much cheese. We're about to get ready to come to the end of this video. But I really hope, you know, something I said was motivating, and you start to get you a journal and write down what it is that you are doing and what you're focused on. I know on Sunday, you know, we celebrated Mother's Day, so shout out to all of the mothers. And for some women, being a mother is their full-time job. And I am not naive to the fact that raising these kids is a job. So shout out to all of the mothers. I can get to, you know, right now tell all of you Happy Mother's Day, belated. Shout out to my homeboy D just checked in. So I'm mixing in this cheese, and this is gonna be really good. It's gonna be really green and really healthy. So this is, it has chicken in here, but it really is like more veggie than anything. So I'm about to spread this. I'll take it over to my pan that I have set up, and I'll show you the end product in just a little bit. But I'm thankful to have, you know, really went for what I want out of life. But you have those bumps, and no matter what, even with the bumps and bruises and the ups and downs, you definitely, you have to keep going. Child, I'm about to pack this. Y'all see my bowl of goodness? Oh! So this casserole is about to be really good. Like, I ain't saying Chef Nori just killed it, but this casserole is gonna be good. So I'm packing it into my little dish. I'm about to put my cheese on there. It's definitely filled with goodness. Broccoli, and it's spinach, tomatoes, and red onions. We've talked about life and goal building and all of the wonderful things that, you know, we've set out to accomplish. I absolutely want you to accomplish your goals. Shout out to James Chapman. I do. I want the absolute best for you. I want you to accomplish your goals and make it happen, Captain. And that's all you gotta do. Very simply. So, I'm one of those like neat freak. I can cook, James. I'm one of those neat freaks. So I'm one of those people that like draw the dishwater up and and then keep that as I go. So I have my food. So this is everything mixed together. It's brown rice, it's spinach, it's broccoli, it is red onions, it is tomato, and it's baked chicken, and it's all kind of mixed in there together. It's also mixed in with 1 egg, and it's mixed in with some cream of mushroom, and then I put a little cheese in the mix as well. And I'm about to put, oh, when you don't preheat the oven, the struggle is real. But I'm about to put this cheese over it. And of course, I will post the final video afterwards. So I'm about to spread this cheese on there. And it's just a light coat where it just coats the top of the cheese, which is really good. I say coat the top of the cheese, but it coat the top of the pasta. This is not even pasta, casserole. This struggle is real right now. It's probably because I'm hungry. You know how you hungry and you get a little delirious? That's what's happening right now. I'm a little bit delirious. Alright, so this is going to mix all the way through. I'm going to let this be in the oven for about 15-20 minutes tops. And when I pull it out, I will have a wonderful casserole. It's going to be really, really good. So let me show you. Yep, that's how it looks. Looks good, right? Yes. And I'm about to pop this in my oven, which I kind of need to let my oven heat a little bit more. But so we're gonna sit that on the side. And I'm about to wash these dishes out because I like to clean as I go. But that's it, man. Write down your goals and really start to knock it off the list. For me, it has not been overnight to get my goals down. I actually started thinking about my website and how I wanted to look in 2014. It's 2016. So it is absolutely hey Felicia, thank you for checking in. It's actually a process with working full-time and just other things that come up in life, but ultimately it is about getting the job done. And you know, I have this book that I've written, which is a really good book. I'm proud of this book that I've written, and it's actually a curriculum. So that's going to be, you know, taught to the kids. I'm looking forward to teaching that to the kids this summer at our different YP centers, and you know, really just executing what I put on my sticky notes. And as I accomplish those goals, I'll take those sticky notes down, and I will put up new goals, and I'll accomplish those goals. Hey Felicia, Jamal Hudson, let me see. Bet you don't know about shrimp omelets. I bet I do. Let me tell you, maybe on my next video, that's what I'll focus on. Cajun. I like the Cajun shrimp omelets, and those are really good. But let me tell you what I like to do. So I do my omelet, put the shrimp in there, and I like to put a little spinach in there. Depends on, you know, what you like. I like to put a little spinach in there. I also like to put a little tomato, a little onion. So I think it's a game, but I'm a beast when it comes to breakfast. Like I make a mean omelet. Maybe I can do, like, the next time I cook, I'll have some guests over. So Jamal, maybe you can come over and enjoy some of this omelet that you claiming I don't know how to make. I'll have some people come over and taste my food and get their feedback. We can maybe incorporate that into the whole situation. See, I like it when you know, I get a little challenge. I get a chance to think of other new ideas. So maybe that could be something we incorporate. Not only in my cooking, but woo, can I pass the taste test? Hey Dario, thank you for checking in. No, you will not need Pepto-Bismol for my cooking. You better ask my mama. My mama is on this live feed. I cook. She probably gonna say I ain't never cooked for her. Knowing her, ain't no telling. Hey Tanisha Green, Darian Kendamore, shout out to Jody for checking in. My oven is warming. I have cooked my meal. Well, I've prepared my meal. Now I gotta let it sit and bake. But this casserole is going to be delicious. I can't wait. I'm a wine drinker, so I will enjoy this good casserole with some red wine. I'm a red wine drinker. Let's see. Hey LaShawn, hey boo. Thank you for checking in. Dario, thank you for checking in. And I already said that, but the topic today was just talking about accomplishing your goals. I have some goals written on my refrigerator and little sticky notes that I have set out, and it's been a while me trying to, you know, get those goals complete, but you just don't give up. You keep going, but you got to write your vision down, and you have to, you know, keep going no matter what. So that was the topic for today as I cook my meal. My oven is preheating, and I'm about to pop this casserole in, and it's going to be really good. And of course, I'll list everything out when I post the end results of my cooking and life talk. So for those that are just now checking in, I'm about to get ready to go. But thank you so much for coming into Nori's kitchen and hanging out with me and This has been a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun. And so this is my casserole. And I actually cooked, so yeah, my casserole for those just now checking in. And I'll post the after picture of all this cheesy goodness. And thank you so much for checking in. I hope something that I said has been inspiring and good for you, and you have enjoyed cooking with me and talking about life. So we're going to do this again. We're definitely, hey Tanisha, yes, I will post the after the finished product, but we're going to do this again. And I'm thinking that we'll maybe do this weekly, and I'll give you some insight. We'll talk details of radio and the music business. We'll talk details of relationships. We'll talk details of work. We'll talk, and maybe I'll take some suggestions of your topics. So YZ, thank you for checking in. Sarah, thank you so much. Love you too, sis, for checking in. And I'll continue to do these, and we'll continue to have fun, and we'll talk, and I'll invite you into my kitchen, and we'll have a great conversation. And once again, I'll pick some topics that you guys want to talk about, and we'll explore those topics as well. So thank you. And what I'll do is I will share the finished product here shortly. Bye.